Hey, Joey. I was hoping you'd go like, well, I need company for the drive home. I was meant to buy stuff to make dinner with. It's like 10 to 8. I've just bought, can't believe it. I don't normally get Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I got like a little popcorn chicken bucket. It was like $3 and it's huge. Hello, come and grab your hugs in here. I'm actually okay, but I thought some of you groovers might like to, reconvene and chat and I'm just shoving food in my face. It's like I'd been chatting with Mel earlier, and then I said, "Oh, I've got to go into going to do a Siggy run, which is like the next town over." And then Mel went live, and just did my shopping down there. I've got family. Oh, just me. You didn't need to do that. I'll give that to Mel. Yeah, so I ended up sitting in the car park. I knew Mel had made that decision, and I've got to respect it. You've got to do what makes you happy. And there is as creators, there is a part of YouTube that subs are protected from a little bit in that. And I'm not saying they don't get it too, but I call it, you guys are going crazy. Gas money. Well, you just paid for my $3 popcorn chicken. Sorry, I'm just shoving some food in my face. I'm hungry. I had to go and get some things. I've got family coming over for lunch tomorrow, and I had to grab some stuff. And I was like, I'm going to pass out in the supermarket. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I will make sure that gets to Mel, though. Well, Jasmine, you're a sweetheart. Ironically, I'm parked in a side street, and to the right of me, that white picket fence is a cemetery. That's where all of the people who've been defeated by YouTube fatigue now reside. Well, you're gorgeous, Jasmine. Thank you. And Aussie Trisha, very generous of you too. Very sweet of you both. Not necessary though. It all goes straight into the Sunny Fund anyway. I don't read chat when I'm driving, but I'm stationary at the moment. So we're going to wind down a little highway. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Anya. We do go for a little drive along a highway, and if there's still a bit of light, we'll go and sit down at the beach, see what it's like down there. But yeah, when I'm on the highway, that's when you can all give each other virtual hugs. I'll just show you the cemetery. It's so quiet at this time of night in this town. That is the cemetery where people who've been defeated by YouTube fatigue now live. Oh, I'm going back this way anyway. Oh, it's cute though. Look at the little village green in there. It's a cute little town. Oh, you left the other one because of drama, Aussie Treasure? I've kind of found other channels that I go to and far away from the initial channels that brought us all together. But I understand the fatigue of it. I mean, I don't know what happened to me. I had YouTube fatigue as well. It can really defeat you, especially when you see channels appear out of nowhere and become huge overnight, and they're not doing anything but bitching about other people. And that part of YouTube is very disheartening when you are someone like Mel who's trying to do original content and putting so much work into it. And I mean, I do as well. There's a lot of us that do, but we're never going to get the recognition that, original creative channels deserve. But if you turn your mic on and start bitching about somebody on YouTube, you can be monetized in a week or two, which is it's shit, because you kind of question, who are these people on YouTube and why is that what they want? But I've been fatigued by it too, but I don't know what happened. I just sort of had an epiphany and was like, for me, this is a creative outlet. A lot of you know my story. I spent a lot of last year dealing with corporate burnout and also learning to live with anxiety, like unbelievable anxiety for the first time in my life. And YouTube was such a wonderful creative outlet for me during that time. But I think because I'm now in a job that I really love, it's very fulfilling. People are very grateful for the work that we do. Like, I'm getting a lot of fulfillment out of that. And I don't know what happened, but maybe it's just because I'm getting older. I've run out of fucks to give. But I did get to a point where I was just like, treat it for what it is. COVID really fucked with comedy venues because we weren't able to perform live. So to me, YouTube was an opportunity to do that. And then I stumbled across Mel, God, back in Molly Go Lightly's chat it was either the end of 2018 or the start of 2019. And Mel's I've been watching Molly's train wreck viewing with my eyes wide open, just like, who's this nutbag? It was really quite a revelation at the time. And Mel came into the chat and she was saying to Molly, you should come to Australia. But I'd already seen enough of Molly to know that Molly wasn't a fan of Australians and said that every Australian she'd ever met had been an absolute bitch. And I said to this little girl in the chat, Mel didn't know her from a bar of soap. I was like, oh, don't tell her to come to Australia. She thinks we're all bitches. And from that point on, a friendship was formed. And we've had a lot of fun. But we also used to play around in channels with creators that are just unrecognisable now. And there's a really seedy side to YouTube that never used to be there. And Mel touched on her reasons for leaving. And hey to anyone arriving, I will be parking down at the beach shortly. I hope that you're enjoying this scenery and the sky's pretty, but I'll go through Louis so we can have a bit of a slower drive. It gets down to like 50 k's through here so I can safely glance at chat. Ozzy, hello. Yes, I mean, Mel explained her reasons for leaving, and I am eating and talking. I'm gross. Oh, Grandma Ducky's just posted a message for Mel. It's got a notification. Takes up my whole screen. Mel's still going to be bouncing around. She's just not doing anything on her channel. And you guys have got a week to go there and record or download things of hers that you want. I think that's what she said. I didn't. I was driving when she started because when I pulled up in the car park, she was live, and there were already a lot of you groovers in there. But she did mention later on that, yeah, you've got a week, I think. Hey, Mandy Hall. Hi to anyone who's wandered in. Well, hi, Cement Shoes. I only know that because you're tagged. Nice to see you, everyone wandering in. I will pull over so we can have a little chat in a minute. Hey, Miss Kay. I am, I'm sure, over without even looking at the screen because see the signs here, 50 kilometres? It always looks crazy fast. 50 k's is not fast at all. In fact, it's kind of ludicrous that it's 50 k's this far out of the town. But anyway, if you can call Louis a town, a heap of nice houses and a shop and a service station in one and a pub. That's all you need to be a town. A servo, general takeaway, and basic groceries and a pub. And there's a little industrial park just in there too. Mel is a legend. And I understand her fatigue, and I'm proud of her for putting herself first and doing what's right for her. You know, and you got to do what makes you happy. The difference in my life now that I've got a job that makes me happy, it's like infiltrating every other part of my life, but also your perspectives shift a little. Hi, Sumi. Oh, Grandma Ducky. I was saying before I'm going to give all of that to Mel Mel. Any money off this live is going to Mel Mel. I'm going to park down at a beach in a minute, so we'll be able to have a proper chat. But in terms of, you know, putting yourself first, when you're on YouTube, there's a sense of, well, there's not a sense of obligation. There is an obligation that you're. I've started talking and I've just shoved a heap of food in my face. I am so gross. I'm sorry, people. There is an obligation when you've got subscribers to you know, do the right thing by your subs and look after them. And I had some absences from my channel and I got struck, which meant my channel was down for 3 months. Grandma Ducky, stop it. I saw you just did a message for Mel Mel too, you gorgeous thing. Mel Mel was saying in her live that she's got the best subscribers. You know, and I wasn't going to pee on her parade. But what I was going to say is Mel Mel and I share a lot of really lovely subs, and we've kind of cross-pollinated a bit with our channels. So there's people that started off being in Mel Mel's chat that sort of along the way came across me and vice versa. And I do think Mel Mel and I have had, no, Aussie Trisha, what are you doing? Oh, for Mel Mel, good, thank you. I nearly had a heart attack. That's beautifully generous of you. Far out. You people are just gorgeous. And I will be getting all of it to Mel Mel, I promise you. Although if anyone's got Mel Mel's PayPal, feel free to drop that link in chat because that'll go straight to her as well. I know it, but I can't do much about it while I'm driving. You girls and guys are amazing. I've never had that amount of money. I mean, I know it's for Mel Mel, but just seeing that sitting on my screen, I'm like, you normally see donations like that to people that are just yelling like crazed banshees and screaming about people on YouTube. Not just me. Right from the very start, it wasn't that a long time ago. Think about it now. It's like, shit, that was 2018. It's nearly 2022. But Melma was very consistent with her. I mean, she did have breaks from her channel, but she was very consistent in putting out a lot of content. And even like a little 2-minute video can take half a day to make. It's a lot of work. And to sort of build a really good community, you do have to put in, this is one of our little chat spots. Yeah, Just Me's an OG. I'll have to go, but no, I'm happy to give it all to Mel Mel, but you know, if you want to fight, hey Ruth, Mel Mel's, well, she's not leaving YouTube. She'll still be on my channel. I'm going to harass her constantly now to get her on my channel, and she's going to get sick of it. But she's not doing any more content on her YouTube channel. Mel Mel is a. I'm going to read. Hang on. I'm reading Sumi's first. Mel Mel is a beautiful friend and she'll be missed, but we all understand and wish her lots of luck and a happy life. Indeed. And then scroll up one, Grandma Ducky. Mel Mel gave us the middle finger. Oh, Ozzy, thank you for that. I will get it all. Like I said, it'll all be going to the proceeds of this live will go to Mel Mel. And I'll do a, screenshot, bring my receipts, all of that stuff. You left YouTube last week, but you're back, Anne-Marie. There's no waves. Mind you, I live in farmland, middle of rural US. Well, this is also the Quiet Bay. Let's go around to my beach before it gets dark. My beach. I own a beach. Grandma Ducky, you're not going anywhere. Mama would not be happy if there's this mass exodus, but by the same token, I can't criticise any. Mandy Hall, you people are incredible. You lovely bubblies. Thank you. Like I said earlier, all donations will be going to Mel Mel this evening. It's the Mel Mel fundraiser. And I will do a little, this is the amount, here's the receipts, because God forbid I end up on a channel for being a scammer. God, there's just so much shit now. Like, there's shit people. There's shit people that come to YouTube and get monetized really quickly just by being shitty people. I didn't know the Tucker story until the Diane's channel scandal. But, I'm not naive. I imagine there's probably gazillions of scams and horrible things that have gone on YouTube. I mean, wherever there's people and money, um, but oh, you guys, you're too cute, all of you. Oh, that's for Sunny. Oh, lucky Sunny. She is so gorgeous. My sister came over today and we just mesmerised and besotted with this cat. Like, she is so beautiful inside and out. She's just the sweetest thing. I've never had a cat that's really smoochy, and she's not smoochy 24/7, but when she's ready for a head massage or when I'm going to bed, she's just such a smooch, and she looks at me with these amazing eyes, and it's just like pure love. Like, she's so cute. But she also, because she looks so beautiful and she's got these gorgeous little feet, everyone just wants to pick her up and steal her. So thank you. I'll have to go. My receipts live is going to be. I'll make it fun. I'll sing a song. Lindley will do it. Lindley will sing a song. She'll sing "Money, Money, Money" by ABBA, and she'll bring receipts. You watch. I've never had a banner of donos across the top of my screen like that before. Mel, where are you? Come hither, girl. But the other thing is now, like, I can't handle the cap in hand people. Like, YouTube really need to have a look at how people are abusing their platform, because YouTube want people to make money because they make money. It's a business, and I'm fine with a cut going to YouTube. It doesn't bother me at all. They're providing a platform. It's free. I mean, you can purchase all sorts of extras like I have, even with StreamYard, with $20 a month or whatever. I'm all for user pays. It doesn't bother me at all. But I just find it so insulting how people are manipulating their subscribers for money that anyone else on the planet, when they're in that situation, has to find a way to raise it themselves, get an extra job, work extra shifts. There's not a big surf down here, but there's a few more waves at least. Find things in your house that you don't need anymore and sell them, like impose a tighter budget and put more money aside. You know what I'm saying? And what really pisses me off, and even with the Christmas wish lists, do you know that last year with the Christmas wish lists, people that were allegedly in need, and I already had an issue that they're like, they've got computers and internet connections, so I'm not saying people aren't doing it tough out there. There are millions of people the world over doing it tough right now. But people that can afford a computer or a phone and an internet connection are miles ahead of people who need help more. But those people that were putting in wish lists, I'm not saying they weren't struggling, and who knows, I didn't look into any of them, but I'm sure half of them were sitting there sucking on a cigarette while they wrote their list and working out what tattoo to get done next and knocking back a beer or two. No, I shouldn't say that. But that's the type of people you see on the news in Australia that have got their cap in hand asking for help, and they're standing there with their ciggies and their beers and their latest $380 tattoo or whatever. some of those people, their lists were filled and they added more things. They put up a new list, essentially. So even the people that are apparently in need, that YouTubers and their subscribers were rallying to help in their time of need, were taking advantage of people's generosity. And now we're seeing channels that are raising money for things that ordinary people that don't have the luxury of a monetized YouTube channel and generous subscribers in the real world have to get out and earn themselves. Right, I'll reach it. You're on TikTok now. Oh, cool, Anne-Marie. What's your name on TikTok? Didn't mind this chicken popcorn. I prefer to give my homeless friend warm clothes and food and tell him to stop working. Oh, yeah, digging in trash for cans. Some homeless people work fucking hard to get like $10 a day. Doing things like digging in trash for cans. I've met homeless people that have way better work ethics than some of the fuckers on YouTube. Now, we would have got the sunset at the other beach, but this is kind of pretty. 70 plus. That's why I did that video. I actually have to put my car back on just to charge my phone. I'll keep an eye on it. I've got a bit of battery at the moment. Grandma Ducky, you're teeny tiny. Email me if you know a girl or woman, size small or medium, nice clothes. You have beautiful clothes. I always admire your clothes. I haven't seen you live for ages though, but you've always got beautiful knits. You've got lovely knitted tops. And lovely, like, super clean. Like, one time you had a white knitted top, I think, and it was immaculate. Isn't it beautiful, cement shoes? And the sky is pretty, pretty. But yeah, these people now, and they're just manipulating their subscribers, and it really makes me angry. You know, if they started putting out way more content on their channels and people were super chatting them or signing up for memberships or whatever, I have no problem with them raising money that way. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. But to know that you've got subscribers who will donate money to you just because, then chances are when you're in need, they're really going to dig deep. And I've read comments about people saying, I need to sell some more things so I can give you some money. And, like, truly, how disgusting is that? And even worse, that creator didn't say, please, no, don't do that. They didn't even acknowledge it. They didn't even say, I mean, you would expect a decent person to say, please, no. But they didn't even have the decency to respond. Well, your OCD pays off. You always look immaculate, Grandma Ducky. Bob Jovi with a love heart. Who's Bob Jovi? Oh, Bon Jovi. Yeah, well, that's why I did my Mandy Hall. It sucks. There's a lot of people leaving, but I'm sticking around because I'm having fun. And my time will come where I'm like, nobody wants to listen to a 69-year-old anymore, but I'm not there yet. So but that's why I did my little video, the YouTube Nightmare Before Christmas song, it was a real dig at these Christmas wish lists because within 24 hours of people talking about them and putting them up again, there was more fighting going on. And the message in it, which flew over the top of a lot of people's heads, was if you're feeling generous at Christmas time and you're in a position that you can help people, donate to your local charity. And I mean, you can broaden that, you know, if you've got a homeless friend like Just Me that you want to donate to directly. My gym and yoga studio are collecting food at the moment, tinned food and packets of, you know, pasta and bits and pieces to put together a heap of hampers for people in the area that are going to be struggling at Christmas. You know, like think local. Charity begins at home. I'm not ending this live until Just Me's donation for Malmo goes. Sunny's already had dinner, so. Oh, thanks for sending me that, Anne-Marie. I'm not on TikTok. I'm going to have to join it just so I can see you on there. Aussie, we do a breakfast program at the school. It makes me feel a certain way when the parents show up in a flash car and clothes with the kids are hungry. Yep, that's. Do you know what really pisses me off too with these channels that are raising funds essentially for their own messed up lives? They're not channels that have ever done a fundraiser, a legitimate fundraiser for people who are genuinely in need. But there's nothing philanthropic about them at all. I've got friends in my life who bend over backwards and do amazing things for people. If they found themselves in a spot of bother, I would be the first one to help them out. And I like to think I can be like that too, in that I live I live a really good life. And if I really got into strife, not that I mean, I'm too proud to ever ask. I would fucking work my butt off and find a way to raise money if I needed to. Like only a few years ago, before YouTube, but not that long before I became a YouTuber or discovered the worlds of YouTubes. I mean, I've been on YouTube for a long time, but the live side of it, what am I talking about? Not long before I came to YouTube, I was building my house and I needed to build up the deposit. And I even took a job handing out Kentucky Fried Chicken buckets at the 2020 cricket for people to wear as hats. Like I just did whatever job I could fucking find. I'm a fully qualified lawyer, but I was handing out KFC buckets at cricket matches for people to wear as hats because it was after hours work and I wanted to build a house. Like I just wouldn't put my hand out to people for help. But what I'm saying is if there are people in my life who have been really generous and philanthropic and have helped the community and they were suddenly in a spot of bother, you know, people would rally around them. But what annoys me with YouTube is, and this is part of Mel's, you know, explanation for her YouTube fatigue pretty much, it's just getting to next level grubbiness. And I'm talking down, not up, clearly. It comes across as soliciting money a lot of the time, but yes, I feel some people are in need to see creators using their platform to milk money out of subs. Yeah, it is up to the sub, but people are manipulated on YouTube a lot. You know, and I agree. I think that everyone needs to take responsibility for their own decisions, but I've met and encountered so many people on YouTube who are vulnerable, battling ill health, and YouTube is their only link to the outside world. Some of them terminally ill, some of them dealing with various mental health issues. people that have escaped violent relationships and are, hiding in safety, and it's their outlet to the real world. Like, you can tap into what's going on in YouTube communities pretty quickly. And although it's true that it's up to subs to decide, a lot of these subs are vulnerable people and they're being exploited because of their vulnerability. And that's what irritates me. A mentally sound, financially secure person who wants to make a donation, say, for example, just me, who's made a donation for Mel Mel, no issue with that at all. We're all allowed to do whatever we want to do with our money. But manipulating and preying on vulnerable people and exploiting them is another thing entirely. These people are digging deep purely because they like the YouTube creator's personality. But we all know that a lot of YouTubers, the personality they're putting on YouTube isn't what they're like in the real world either. And that's where I'm angry, but it can't be stopped. We can all watch in horror and go, this is disgusting. But the people that love those creators that keep donating are like, my money, my decision, none of your business. We're not going to change people's minds. What upsets me is that there are people using YouTube to do this. And instead of putting out some original content and doing some fun lives and making your living earnestly on YouTube, they're just going live with the tears flowing and the cap in hand, and people are just pouring money into it. And that's what bugs me. I found myself chasing the true crime, then chasing the dramatics, and I miss true crime and talks. I've started watching a lot of really good true crime channels that are just like genuine, really good true crime channels. I'm going to put my car on. There'll be a bit of a fan noise. Oh, hang on. It wasn't. Who did the donation for the big one? Sorry, I can't see the pictures. Oh, my God. Look, in any event, all of the donos are amazing, but they're for Mel Mel, except for the one that was for Sunny. People walking in and out. Well, what's she talking about? People, look, someone's given her $80. It's for Mel Mel, who's got sick of the toxic shit and the fatigue of being on YouTube and has made the decision that she's not doing her channel anymore. But you will see her on my channel as much as I can drag her over. But yeah, there's a few lawyers' channels that I find really entertaining now that I watch, and they continually recommend other channels as well. And that's just the rabbit warren I've gone down now. If I want to talk about crime, and they don't just talk about murders and missing children. They talk about all kinds of crime, blue collar, white collar, all kinds. It's interesting. Sunny's beautiful, Anne-Marie. Aussie Trish, yes, sorry. Where's Aussie Trisha? Is she still around? I'm so sorry, darling. There's some amazing programs out there, and if people could just, and this is separate to what I was venting about before, but if people could just look locally too, see what's going on in your local communities. There's so many charities that do Christmas lunches for homeless and disadvantaged people. We're putting together hampers that are going to be delivered out to families. So they've got not just food for Christmas, but they've got food in their pantry, I mean, we do this sort of stuff all year round. It's not just a Christmassy thing, but the Christmas one, we do bring in Christmassy treats. And one of the things I just bought at the shop was a heap of Christmas themed M&Ms. I bought 6 of these bags to go in the hampers. And I bought 5 of these. They're huge. Hang on. Gigantic box of festive shortbreads. Some bags of chips. And at home, I've already got a heap of tinned everything from condensed milk to lentils, tomatoes, tuna, coconut milk, the Spice Taylor curry bases, a big bag of rice, heaps of stuff. I did open and eat a block of chocolate that I bought to donate, but I think I've made up for it with all that stuff I just got. How long was I a mod? For Mel Mel or for where it all began? No, I'm triggered. Moving on. Hopefully. Hi, Spinning Crosses. Hey, Tamara. Real friends don't ask for money, but great friends just offer a gift. Could I set up a panel with Melmo? Well, I will ask her, and I know that she's going to say nope to that request. But I'll do my best. And if she says nope, then we'll just do one anyway. It won't cause a problem if what I would probably do is turn off the super chat for that live, and it would just be her PayPal that I will drop in the chat, and it won't be a problem. She'll say no. If she's listening to this, she'll be going, fuck Tori, stop that now. But that's what I would do. This particular live, though, with like Aussie Trisha's donation for Mel Mel, what I'll do with that is I will do a screenshot of all of the super chats along with I think it has the comments still. If not, I'll go back through this live and get screenshots of where, because there was a donation of $20 for Sunny. And I'll tally it all up, and I'll do a little video with Lindley singing money, 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 and all the receipts will be out there so that you can see that Mel Mel got her coinage. And I'm even happy to top up the bit that YouTube takes out to go up to the amount. So like Aussie Trisha's $80. I don't mind doing that. Hi, Priscilla. Somebody give Priscilla Celery a hug. There's heaps of channels doing that, Spinning Crosses, and I don't want to go down that road. There's so many channels that are talking about her. But, yeah, I don't want to be too specific about people doing things. There's more than a couple of people doing dodgy shit on YouTube at the moment. There's plenty. And hello, England from Tasmania. Good to see you, Sarah. I'm just trying to get up to the bottom of chat. I did say, sorry, I would have caught up, hopefully. Hey, Wildman. Hi, Michelle P. I did see The Hottie Lawyer. Yes, thank you for that recommendation. I agree, Miss Kay. I don't think anyone would complain if somebody went live and said, no, I don't think people would complain if a creator was putting original content out there and they were getting donations, and at the end of whatever they were trying to fund, they said, hey, guys, you've got no idea how much your kindness helped me in a time of need. But going cap in hand at the start and saying, I'm in need, and I'm just going to sit here and tell you why and just start putting money in the hat. Thank you very much. No. But unfortunately, YouTube provides a platform where people can do that. For those of us who've watched you for a long time, don't require you to say where it goes. Well, I know, but I am, of course, helping out Mel Mel. You can have a hug, Michelle P. Priscilla, I would encourage people to do channels because I think we need to flood YouTube with good hearts and kindness and genuine, real people, and it's horrible to see Mel Mel and other creators before her bail because it can be such a toxic place. I mean, I've sort of broadened my YouTube horizons, and there are channels I used to listen to on the daily that I haven't listened to for months and months and months, and I do not miss them at all. And I don't even look at the clip channels that clip those channels anymore because I don't care. I don't care. I had that epiphany and I thought I wouldn't hang out with these people in real life, and they're not fun anymore. Like, I used to love the let's go crazy train wreck sort of stuff, but the scathing, ripping people to shreds and running people off YouTube and causing people to have horrible thoughts and self-harm and all, no. No. I'm not hanging around to see people broken and smashed to pieces by other people's shitty words on YouTube. So, yeah, I would be encouraging everyone to have a channel because I think the more goodness, I mean, none of us are ever going to have 1 million viewers. We'll be lucky if we even get to 5,000. But even channels that have got 300 or 400 people that I watch at the moment are doing really lovely stuff. And, they're worth their weight in gold. I watch a lot of cooking channels too, Tamara, cutting soap videos. Don't be sorry, used to my dog. You've changed. I know. I want to know who that little face is. It's very cute. I can't really. Your photos on here are so teeny tiny. All right, we've sorted out the hot lawyer. He does say good things because you mentioned him when I was doing all those Astro World lives, and he said exactly what I said. So you think he says good things if you realise I do too, Joey M. Wilson? All right, there's lots of nice hugs. Oh, bless your soul too, Tamara. Yeah, the number of people needing hampers and help down here is, in Tasmania is insane. People are doing tough all over the world, and that's why just the whole YouTube I need help thing. It's like you're sitting in a home, you're warm, you've got food in your belly, you've got internet connection, you're paying for StreamYard, you're getting, you've got a monetized channel, you've got a phone or a laptop, you're already so far more privileged than the majority of people on the planet right now. And you're sitting there with your cap in hand, go fuck yourself. See, Miss Kay, like everyone's got local things going on, and that's who we should all be supporting. Food banks, clothing for the homeless. Yep. Oh, I'm so far behind, I think. Did you see the eagle before I did? Hey, Mr. Recliner Man. Oh, did you see Natalia's news, Mr. Recliner Man? You're going to have to watch my channel now because Mel Mel's not doing any more content on her channel, but she is still going to be out on YouTube. And she did say a few times that she's going to come up on my panel, and I'm definitely going to be hassling her constantly to come up and do stuff with me because I love doing lives with her. We really bounce off each other, and I like having a co-host. I'm not really good at the monologue sort of stuff. I like having someone to muck around with. No, I think it was either an eagle or a sea eagle. Hey, Jesse? Who's Jesse? Did I miss Jesse? Or is Jesse Mr. Recliner Man? Emery's keeps asking how is Sunny. She's beautiful. The hottie lawyer. All right. Hey, she here. It is an intervention. Take a seat. Do you want to jump up, Mel Mel? Oh, I should wrap this up shortly. I'm going to be sitting at the beach in the dark. There's just a few little outpourings of love and sadness for you, Mel Mel. Okay, I've got a question. How did Aussie Trisha's gift for Mel Mel finally disappear from the screen? And it was a substantial amount. And Grandma Ducky's 99 cents is still sitting up there. I thought they had, like, you know, the bigger the dono, the longer. I'm just going to go to the bottom of chat. Shit, they've missed so much chat. Is Mel Mel still here? Yeah. Green Eyes, great name. You'll find out, Mel Mel. I thought they all had, like, you know, the more you donated, the longer screen time you got. But Grandma Ducky's 99 cents is still on my screen. Maybe it's gone off yours. That's all I can see. That 99 cents is for me, by the way, Mel Mel. Grandma Ducky specifically said I get to keep the 99 cents. Gone off this. What have you gone off, Sarah? This live? What happened? I hope I didn't say something to make you go off this live. I will have to head up the hill shortly. I've got my family descending tomorrow. The 99, well, it's still on my bloody screen in StreamYard. And it's just making me laugh. Miss K's on the chocolate. Tori, you're an angel. I'm highlighting that and leaving it there forever. Oh, wait, sorry. I went to scroll. So, yeah, Velma, what I was saying at the start was, you know, I'm proud of you for putting yourself first, and you've got to look after you, and you've got to do what makes you happy. And don't watch him just yet, just me. Lily's your new idol, Mr. Requirement. Look, how is Anne-Marie's asking how is Sunny? She's great, Anne-Marie. Do you keep missing me telling you that? She's gorgeous and spoiled rotten. I'm quite happy to start showcasing some channels that I think people will find interesting. You guys may not like all of the ones that I do, but I'm now addicted to small anyway. I'm all about the singing. I did a duet with a girl this morning, and she's the first person to follow me. I've got one follower, and I love her. She even sent me a A star. Hi, Serenity B. Mel's made a decision for her own happiness about her channel. She's not leaving YouTube, but her channel is going to, I think, disappear in. Are you taking all your content down in a week, Mel? Cadbury, one row down. Keep going, Miss K. Yeah, you put me onto a couple of docos that I watched and really enjoyed, Mel. Especially the one you put up for German Lady. That was such a well-chosen doco for that discussion. I'm a nightmare on small. A nightmare. Night, Aussie. I love ya. Yeah, the Indigenous one was great. Yeah, small's hilarious. I could easily get addicted. I think I might already be. But Mel, I need to find you. I tried to find you on there so we could hook up. I went into, like, they have people that are live and singing, and I went into one. I'd only been into one other one, and whatever they were singing was woeful. I was like, I'll see what else is going on. And I went into this other room where there were people that were live, and I got banned. And it's like, well, make your little group private. Don't let innocents like me, haven't been on small for even 24 hours, just wander in and then get banned. Mandy, you're a gem. Look at that, Mel. There's much love. So Lindley is going to have to record money, money, money and do a little video of receipts. You know, no, you guys all said you trust me, and you should, but I will still do it anyway just to cover my ass. And any excuse for Lindley to bust out a song. Mandate. Oh, Mandy. Hugs and kisses for everybody. Jabberjaws. You have a great day too and stay safe. You're going to follow me on small. I changed my name to Lindley on there, but it's not showing up for some reason. I actually changed it to Lindley. And this girl that I sang the duet with, I said, I'm actually on here to do like bad singing for a comedy character. Yeah, we don't. The sun's actually round the corner. We just get the sort of offshoots of the sunset, but it's still very pretty. Small. Oh, Ruth, it's hilarious. It's a singing app. And Mel and I were going to do a bit of Natalia and Lindley, which we still can do. It'll just be on my channel. You want to delete them? I can help you with that. I'm very tech savvy. Maybe I'll do a live about. But both of those are really easy to remove off your phone. You just press on the icon and it gives you the option to uninstall it. So if you're talking about your phone, just me, you literally just go to the screen where the icon is and press it really hard with your finger. And it tells you, it gives you options, and one of them is to uninstall. Ruth, you'll love it. It's hilarious. I'm just telling you all in advance, unless Mr. Recliner Man. makes a move on Lindley quick smart, that Lindley is probably going to get a boyfriend. Seriously, just me on your phone, you just press on the icons and it gives you the uninstall option. On your laptop, you need to just go to the search bar down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen and punch in uninstall, and then it brings up everything that's on your computer, and you just go and find the things on there that you want to delete. I mean, small's only on your phone anyway. The one thing I don't like about small is you're meant to use like, I've noticed everybody uses, like, what are they called? Can you turn it? This car's just pointing straight at me with its lights on me. Can you move or turn your lights off? It's like they think I'm parking or something. Dude. You've got to wear like, fucking not headphones, like, the earbuds with the actual cord and no, they were dropping people off. They just didn't realise that their lights on high beam were sort of hurting my eyes. There's two people going for a walk on the beach. Get out of there. But you've got to wear, they're so old fashioned now. The little earbuds with the cords and then you plug it into your phone. My phone doesn't have a plug for that shit. And if I wear my ridiculously expensive Bluetooth Sennheiser headphones, it puts all this background noise in. And the other thing that I'm not liking about it either, so I probably, my small obsession might end very quickly. I actually went and did some reading on the app. There's a delay now. So if you don't record, like if Mel and I recorded Duet Live together, it'll be fine. But if I recorded one part and then flicked it to her and said, hey, can you sing your part? She'll have a delay and it'll make it sound like she's got no timing. Too much to crumb in your head. I do have a lock thing here, like I can, lock all my doors, keep myself safe. And then I get home and I'm like, I can't get out of my fucking car because I forget that I've pressed that button. The jack, yes. So what I actually need to do is get a little jack to plug into the charging part of my phone, but it's got to be a going in, not a going out. But if they don't fix the delay, I'm not sure, like you can do songs on your own, and you can do songs with somebody else live, but a half a duet pre-recorded, yeah, an adapter. Because I got a bit clever and I was like, oh, I've got that thing I stick in my laptop because my laptop doesn't have USB ports. So I've got a little adapter that gets plugged in and it's the same shape as the one on my phone. And then it's got the USB ports because I've actually got USB headphones. So I was like, well, I don't know, just plug that adapter in and then stick the USB plug in and away we go. But it's going in the wrong direction. So when I was singing, I was hearing myself singing in my headphones. No, I'm an Android guru-varoonie. I'm not an iClone. Why, Serenity, be so good of you to pop in, darling? Shit, it's 10 to 9. I've been live for an hour. I really just went live if anyone needed hugs after Mel's live, and clearly a few of you did. And it was lovely to have you all with me. That sky looks like a painting. I'm going to have one last cigarillo and then I'm heading off. I've got to finish sorting out my The room with the daybed in it needs a bit of tidying up, and I've done the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room. That's all done. And in the morning, I've just got to go and get the food for lunch. Mel, my life started with the car pointing at a cemetery. I said, there be the cemetery where all the YouTubers, all the victims of YouTube fatigue now live. People are sad, but you've got to look after you. And we'll probably see more of you now because you'll probably have more fun bouncing around. You were on the, you didn't refresh, Joey. Is that what you mean by the waiting screen? Cement shoes is in withdrawal. Mel, look, withdrawal already. Well, you've got a week to screen record everything Mel's done. And I heard Mel saying she's putting it all on an external hard drive, so she'll probably be able to send people things if they really are withdrawing and need therapy. You're on it for 12 minutes, Joey. You're your best worst PR, Joey Wilson. Bye, just me. So good to see you as always, and thank you. You're beautiful. You are a special one, Joey. You're a special one, and you'll live again. That's not the words, but you know what I'm saying. Cement shoes needs Mel methadone. Yep. Lindley's going to be singing. I'm glad there's a delay for Lindley, though. It kind of suits her. But I've got a feeling Lindley's going to find a boyfriend. I just want to know why my name hasn't changed to Lindley on Small. Mel's going to set up some clinics. Yeah, stat. We've got some donos for you, so you've got your little clinic fund happening. Poor Joey. Sitting there for 12 minutes. I even said hi to you at the start, Joey. You missed that too. Oh, a scam baiters, Lindley. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I let those two scammers go. No. I didn't like that teenage Nigerian. He was creeping me out, and the other guy kept calling me, and I was like, no, we don't do that. Bloody Denzel kept calling me. Stop it, Denzel. I didn't give you permission to call me at all hours of the day and night. Well, I'm going to go home to Sunny Girl, and she's not going to help me set up the daybed room, the snug. Just needs a bit of straightening. It's looking a little bit too comfy and loved at the moment. You have to watch the latest Lindley 1 year on. Huh? Lily's got her own YouTube channel, but I'm not putting anything on it. She's just going to go into chats. I'm just going to go into some chats as Lindley. Because Lindley's got a lot of things she wants to say. The actual, the actual Lynn, what's happened to her? She's gone quiet. Now there isn't any news channels worth streaming 24/7. Cement Shoes, Linley is my parody character of Lynn, Natasha Cooper's sidekick, Lynn. I'm Linley. And Mel Mel plays Natalia, and she's fucking gold. So if you see the names Natalia and Linley being thrown around, it's a parody that Mel Mel and I did. And neither of us really knew that much about Natasha and Lynn when we did it. And we really had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. But now they have become sort of accidental icons. And I'm kind of hooked. Because Mel Mel has to do a lot to be Natasha. Mel Mel puts her neck out being Natasha. But I get to be Linley, and Linley just is monotone and angry and goes cross-eyed and sings on Small in her sunglasses. I mean, Linley puts me to sleep when I'm being Linley, but it suits her. Whereas Mel Mel, it still hurts. Mel Mel puts her neck out. And she's got to do all this, like, adjusting in the recliner and grabbing the camera and all the facial expressions, whereas Linley's just like a piece of wood. She does. She dances exactly like her. It's funny. I mean, I think we'll be, irrespective of what happens to the people we parodied, I have a feeling that we're going to be doing them for years, even if it just ends up us having phone calls and being them. Linley can dance sort of. Linley can't dance at all. I have so much fun being her. I like singing badly and I like dancing badly. Yeah, we haven't really got. Lily needs another anger explosion. Yeah, when Mel Mel muted me, and I was going off too. She was saying a lot of stuff. She just goes like from Mr. Recliner Man, we'll be stroking it a lot. I mean, I have to just to see Mel Mel dancing to it. It kills me every time. I saw her. I saw her hand. That was the only bit of energy Lily had in the entire fucking thing. Mel Mel, it's on Mel Mel's channel. The original one. I did do a live where I ended up playing. I was going to play a little bit of it, and I ended up playing the whole thing. And then Mel Mel and I did a second one of us as Natalia and Linley reacting to two drunk Aussies being Natalia and Linley. That's on my channel, but Mel Mel's got the original. Oh, when I screamed out, I saw a hand. It's because people were saying that Brian Laundrie was in the flower bed in his parents' garden, and they were all saying this little hand came up. I saw a hand! Yeah, Brian. And I, not as Linley as Tori, I still think that they actually dug a grave, a tiny little grave, for his little partial skull to go in. And I think it was, I'm not sure if it's Armchair Detective MI5 who said Brian's coffin is a shoebox. It was so ridiculous, Aussie Trisha. I saw a hand! They're all like slowing it right down and watching. It was probably a little weed in the corner. I saw a hand. Oh God. Breaking news, Brian Laundrie is still dead. Fuck. See, I mean, look, that side of YouTube is what I'm into. That kind of batshit crazy shit. Your favourite was the red lipstick. Yeah, when they were doing the reaction video and Lindley was dressed like Natasha. Natalia. We've had a lot of fun. We're still gonna have a lot of fun. Mama's not dead. It's the channel is. Dead. Because look, having a channel, you want people to see the things that you create and you want them to enjoy them. If you have even the smallest break from it, people just move on. That's just a reality. You've got to try and be consistent and try and do something. And all these YouTube tutorials are always like, you should try and do 3 things a week all at the same time. And I'm not organized enough to do. I mean, I'm very organized, but my life doesn't allow for me to have 3 set dedicated times that I'm doing stuff. I kind of do stuff when I can. It was a worm. It probably was. It was just this really long worm that had a bit of extra muscle power. It was able to stand up straight to look like a little tiny alien hand. Oh, fuck. And see, that's the stuff on YouTube. I love that shit. I love watching people just being fucking insane. Speaking of, on Wednesday nights in Australia time, starting hopefully next week, a friend and I are starting a weekly show. That's all I can tell you right now because he and I haven't really organised anything yet. But we're going to do a show every Wednesday. I don't even want to tell you I came up with the name for it, and it's what I've been referring to a lot of the people on YouTube for years. And he's in agreement. But we're not talking about YouTubers. We're talking like news stories and stuff. It's like a fun, light-hearted current affair show. But there'll be stuff. A witchetty grub. There'll be stuff about it. Obviously, I'll let you guys know. The worm in the garden street. Someone should create a troll account called the Mel Mel. Oh no, we can't do that because everyone will know. Someone should be a troll called the worm in the garden. I saw a hand. Oh, I know whose channel you're floating around, Joe. Get out of there. It'll depress the fuck out of you. Seriously. The one I did for I jumped on the Hello bandwagon because of that list that bloody Natasha did in her live that just goes on forever. Like the video I did ended up being 8 minutes long. It wouldn't have been that fucking long if her list hadn't have been so long. But Lindley jumped because poor old Lindley's always trying to get some attention. But in that song, when I did Hello, I actually forced her to smile by pushing my fingers, like lifting up the sides of my mouth and holding them up with my fingers so that she's got a smile. She's the angriest singer. I know, the fucking garden bed. You're not even subscribed to who? So there's always going to be stuff that's funny out on YouTube. It's just unfortunate that the people we all kind of got to know at the start, some of them are just not recognizable anymore, and they're really awful people. I think it's tampons and trauma, Tamara. Oh no, that was what Lindley. It's insomnia and trauma. No, and true crime. But it's a singing channel. Look, it's full of joy. Well, look, possibly, but it doesn't change the things that come out of her mouth, Mel Mel. Like I don't. I mean, I have issues too, but I'm not going to use them to justify my shitty personality. I mean, it doesn't. If you're singing a song about love or happiness, and I've seen her smile, I've seen her smile. Oh, hello, Blue Ridge. Oh no, oh, Blue Ridge needs a hug because she burnt her arm getting sausage rolls out of the oven. Holy shit! She can hold a note, but the auto. Not every thing you choose on Small has auto tuning, by the way. Yeah, the bullet. I know there were so many great theories. The bullet holes, bite marks from a woodpecker. My ticks are awesome. Yeah, I've found all the filters that don't. Well, not the filters, but I've found all the. You can select different types of recording modes, and I've managed to find all the ones that don't have any auto tune, so that they sound legitimately woeful. Yeah, RBF, it is a thing. And look, I'm all for anyone having to sing. Like, I'm not doing it to take the piss out of her singing. It's just something she does. So that's why I do it, you know? I think everyone just having fun and enjoying life, even if it's terrible, is better than, you know, the alternative. I just like people laughing, and if they have to laugh at me to have a laugh, bring it on. Well, you're a mod. So there's a bit of an ex-mod reunion going on in chat. Nastiness show. Yeah, I agree with your aunt. I agree. And that, the eyes are the window to the soul. Do you think it's a coincidence that she always sings with sunglasses on? If you weren't laughing, you'd probably be crying. Well, look, hey, I modded for a nightmare too, don't worry. And my life was made hell for months. Well, it's still kind of going in a way. Um, but the beauty is there's now a group of us that can all kind of comfort each other, whereas for a long time it was just me and one other girl. But now the gang's back together. And I think in a way I'm lucky that my first experiences on YouTube, very quickly I got thrown out in the public domain, and not just my YouTube name. Like back then, my YouTube channel was my actual name, but also we were chatting in Messenger and it's your real names on Facebook. Well, it was back then too. Um, so yeah, I had a baptism of fire when I first joined YouTube. So, and it kind of, as hideous as it was, at the time and for a long time after. It was kind of good in a way because it's made me constantly have one eyebrow raised all over YouTube. I'm with you, Aussie Trisha. Sonny's were to be cool like Elton John or Corey Hart. At least Corey Hart was hot. Fuck, he was hot in his day. And Sunglasses at Night was his worst song. He had a great album. Actually, he had a few great albums. So quite the crush on Corey Hart. But everyone just remembers him for wearing his sunglasses at night. Yeah, true. Memgate. Yeah, true. Jesus, we're battle weary, Mel Mel. That's what you're battle weary. I've been saying YouTube fatigue, but yeah, like fuck, you're right. Well, you're all welcome here. I am enjoying all the hello videos though, and that list, it is cracking me up. There was something, I did mention that I had to force my character to smile. Yep, YouTube burnout. And it only happens to the good people on YouTube because YouTube burnout happens when you're constantly exposed to stuff that's going on in an environment that we've all been frolicking in and just trying to have fun in, and just seeing people just becoming the most openly despicable human beings, and they don't have any shame, and they become so ruthless. And I mean, it blows my mind that Diane is still is back with a channel acting like nothing ever happened. You know, people that do shit like that in the real world get driven out of the town they live in, never to be seen again. Or they go to jail, or, it should be for escapism and fun, and that's all it should be. Yeah. I think you said that, Aussie Trisha, around the same time I was saying a similar thing. I made an alt and went into hiding for a bit, but the recliner man and I got attacked from NC and the mob. But look, at the end of the day, even though all of us have encountered some pretty fucked up, awful people, we've all found each other too. So, you know, well, see, I take a lot of shit on board too, but I don't know what happened to me. Like, I still have those sorts of reactions in the real world, and the people that I deal with every day, my clients. And I don't know if it's because my job now, my energy goes into my clients and helping them, that the YouTube component where I used to react so heavily and emotionally, I don't know. I feel like I've got this little sort of bubble around me, little protective bubble whenever I put YouTube on. Or, like I said earlier, it could just be my age and I've just run out of fucks to give with some things. Because, I mean, the stuff that I'm seeing on YouTube now, it's like, well, you're a piece of shit. And then I just I don't feel lost anymore like I used to when people would show their true colours that I was connected to and had an emotional connection to. But, you know, we all find each other and we all need a place to hang out. And I've said it for a long time with my channel. I don't care if I only have 3 people hanging out with me. If I'm providing a place for 3 people, 3 like-minded people to hang out together, then, you know, that's what we're going to be doing on YouTube. I'd much prefer to have, right now I've got 12 people that are being supportive of each other and hanging out and chat and saying some really lovely things to each other. I'd much rather have that than 4,000 people watching me because I'm an asshole, all cheering me on and making me an even bigger asshole, enabling it, you know? But I am going to go. I've been live for an hour and a half. I went to the nearby town to get some ciggies and stuff to make dinner with. I ended up having a half of it because it's gone cold now. Popcorn chicken from KFC for $3. It was actually all right. Didn't mind it. But yeah, I need to go home and get my house ready for my familia. I'm seeing my brother tomorrow for the first time since I moved to Singapore in March. And I'm very, very excited to see him. And he's going to meet my beautiful sunny girl tomorrow too. And he loves cats. He loved Biscuit, and I know he's going to adore Sunny. Because he does, you know, he does have an eye for the good-looking girls. So yeah, that's my dinner. I think I've got some homemade banana yogurt that I'll have when I get home while I finish a few bits and pieces before heading to bed because I've got a bit of an early day tomorrow and a lot of cooking to do. I can't sign off when you're talking camel toes. What are you people doing? Oh, fuck it. We'll go up the hill. Might as well come up the hill with me. Start saying your goodbyes to each other, groovers. The sadness is okay, Mel, because it just means people love you and, you know, another YouTuber has fallen because of YouTube fatigue. What was the term you used earlier? Battle weary. What was that? I can't remember. People are only capable of feeling sad if they also feel love or adoration or just like you a lot. So, as the Dalai Lama says in The Art of Happiness, the purest time that people who are emotionally awake are at their happiest is when they're feeling sad. It's deep, I know, but it makes sense and it resonates. Like when you're at your saddest, you're actually truly happy because you're feeling deeply about something, and that's emotional maturity and awareness. Listen to Deepak Hodji, Tori Chopra. Shit, I've got to focus on reversing. I'm not reading chit chat at the moment, groovers. Sorry. This is quite a steep, narrow, well, not narrow so much, but steep, short driveway. Check out this driving precision. Oops, scraped against the shrubbery a bit there. It's all right. It's just a shrubbery. Look at that, guys. Huh? You impressed? You impressed? That's like a right angle on a very short, steep driveway. No, you're all talking about Mel. Did any of you notice that? Precision driving. Oh, calm your titties. I'm not logging off till someone says precision driving. Thank you, Aussie Trisha. Let the meditation commence with the fingers up. Yes, let it commence. Thank you, Mel. Great reversing. Yep. Respect to the drop. Exactly. Thank you, Reeve. Oh, what? More people have arrived now that I'm logging off. That'd be right. That'd be right. When I'm actually live and doing stuff, nada. I go to sign off and the crowd arrives. Well, you're a bit late. Where the fuck have you been? Until next time, stay groovy, everyone.